A senior move management company is involved with packing, sorting, downsizing, and resettling senior citizens into a new home. So not just the moving component like a moving company, getting it from A to B. We also do pre-planning, space planning, and hang pictures, TVs, hang up clothing at the other end, and manage the process from start to finish. There's a lot more decision making. They're scaling back. They need help figuring out what's going to fit, what they really are going to need in the future, whether they should store some of it or put it up for sale or get it out of the current property. Many times people are going from a 3 or 4 bedroom home into a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment. And so you can imagine that it ends up being a quarter or 1/3 of what they're currently living in.
Using a move manager is really helpful and they don't have to worry about, who's packing things, what I have to do. Again, moving is just stressful enough, and it takes a lot off their plate. A lot of folks are moving because now they're empty nest or they've recently become widowed, and it's very stressful to just handle everything on your own. So a move manager takes all that stress off of the folks moving in, and all they have to do is just kind of supervise and sit down and make sure that all their things are being put in the right place.
A lot of times it's the emotional attachment and the memories of the items. Many times it's not the item or a value of an item. They have the memory of a child or grandchild or someone in their family that gave it to them, and sometimes that's really hard to let go of. And there's a psychological connection between the item and the person that gave it to them, and they don't want to give that up sometimes. So it can be challenging, but we try and bring the most important things for them and try and make it look like home again before we leave on the same day of the move.
So a move manager will help you decide what you don't need. A lot of people think they need the table for 8 that they've always had for 40 years, but really, you just need a table for 2, or you'll be eating, in the clubhouse or in the private dining if you have company. So a move manager will help you decide that not only the things that you need to take to your new home, but what you don't need to take to your new home.
There is a national organization called NASM, which is National Association of Senior Move Managers. Obviously through internet searches, Facebook Marketplace, places like that.
I would definitely recommend one. A lot of people think, oh, my grandkids can do it, or, I can just hire, just anyone. I think they really need a senior move manager just because the person will really get to know their needs. They'll help them decide what needs to come, what doesn't need to come, and just a regular mover won't really understand that.
At least have someone like myself come out for a free consultation. There's no obligation. I can sit down with you and get an outside perspective. Most people are completely overwhelmed and don't know where to start. It's worth a couple $100 to have someone figure that out for you because we're not as emotionally attached to it. We're not living there, and we can see it as a task instead of being overwhelmed by it.